Kia ora, I'm Jeff Swainson, Chief Executive of the Upper Hutt City Council. We're going to cover three topics. The first is about elected members, their role and qualities. The second is about our council organisation. And the last is about some of the challenges we're facing. My role as Chief Executive Officer of the Council, first of all, I have a statutory responsibility to promote local democracy. As the Chief Executive, I'm employed by the Council to manage the organisation. I'm actually the only staff member employed by councillors, and all other staff are employed by me. I'm responsible for delivery of Council's long-term and annual plans, and that includes all the services and activities and regulatory functions that involves. I'm responsible to ensure Council meets its statutory requirements set by the many laws and regulations that govern what we do and how we do it. But most importantly of all, my role is to ensure that the advice that the organisation provides to the Council is free and frank and is designed to support good decision making. So, what is the role of the elected members? It's primarily about representation. The Upper Hutt City Council is made up of a mayor and 10 councillors who together make decisions on behalf of the community and on the city's direction, priorities and plans for things that are local issues that affect the entire community. Often people stand for election based on a frustration over a single issue. Whether or not you can successfully influence change over that issue is not as important as the fact that you're elected to speak and act on behalf of individuals and organisations within our community. Representation is about fostering a culture of inclusion and ensuring all voices are heard. The second thing you're there to do is to provide governance. Being an elected member is a governance role. That is, it's separated from Council's day-to-day operations. Good governance balances short and long-term responsibilities. Good governance has a focus on the overall performance of the organisation, ensuring that it meets community expectations and fulfils its statutory obligation, while looking after all its assets. Look, to be an effective elected member, there are some key personal attributes that would be helpful. Being transparent. That's about publicly sharing information with the community to build trust and integrity in the democratic system. Take ownership and responsibility for your actions and don't misrepresent yourself for individual gain. The second point is about being impartial. It's always acting in the best interests of the community and declare any conflicts of interest you may have. Thirdly, be positive and respectful. Model positive and collaborative values. Argue the issues, but resist attacking the competence or personality of others. Fourthly, be responsible and courageous. Be prepared to defend your decisions as being in the best long-term interests of the community. These decisions will not always be popular, and neither will you. The fifth one is about being culturally aware. There are different cultural aspirations within our community, so be aware of the impact of your decisions upon those diverse expectations. Think about tikanga Māori. Acting in the best public interest is the sixth point. Consider the interests of the whole of the community. Listen carefully to all advice and views and weigh up the pros and cons before making a decision. And finally, the seventh is a little bit tongue-in-cheek here, but learn how to count. One vote doesn't win. In a representative democracy, the majority wins. This means building alliances, seeking consensus, making trade-offs, and enjoying the art of compromise. All elected members, whether they're full-time or part-time, need to be aware of the time commitment required to exercise their duty. In addition to attending meetings, elected members also need to read and digest large volumes of information, such as meeting agendas, reports and workshop packs. During peak periods, the workload and number of meetings and workshops also increases, such as during induction of new members and the development of the long-term plan. There are some real big challenges facing councils coming up in the future. This year's local body elections are set against a backdrop of unprecedented change as local government continues to face government's accelerated reform program. An example of this is the changes to Three Waters, which currently make up 40% of council's activity based on expenditure. The expected removal of water services and assets from both council's control and its balance sheet will redefine what council looks like in the very near future. Now more than ever, we need elected members with strong, positive leadership and the courage to make difficult decisions.
For more information, look up local elections on our website.